right, players are ready. We're getting in. This is a best of 5. This is our first qualifying match. I think Ragnarok Solar is also starting right now, so I think Cranky Ducklings might be in that. Dark is waiting for Cure Beyond. We'll have another TVZ there. That'll be banging no matter who wins. And Zest is waiting for Maru Creator. Man, what a good set of players we have. Actually, pretty Zerg heavy. More Zerg heavy in the qualifying matches than I expected. Both Solar and Ragnarok playing quite well and taking down their areas of the bracket. And we have a Zerg in here. You probably can hear it already. So let's get into it. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Berlingrad, we have our Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Red Zerg player. Tried to say Red and Zerg at the same time. Didn't quite work. It is Rogue. Rogue, the Red Zerg player. It's almost a tongue twister. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner for Good Game Gaming has taken down 2 Terran players to get here. He's looked very strong, but this is going to be one of the toughest possible matches he could have today. It is Dream. And I like this. I like this. Opening up aggressively. 3 racks coming out of Dream here to start things off. Now the Overlord is heading this way, and actually the drone's gonna find this. Oh, Rogue. Rogue knows, man. He's like, Dream doesn't want to play just a standard macro game, does he? Not right now, he doesn't. Rogue's been looking like the best, not even the best Zerg in the world, but the best player in the world, maybe. Lately, he's been so damn strong. More drones coming down to try to stop this, but I don't think he can actually stop. Maybe he can stop the 3rd one. The problem is he doesn't know about the 3rd one. I love the extra SCV here for Dream. Oh, this one gets caught. He could lift, but that would delay production, of course, and I don't know if it's worth it for a 30 hit point SCV. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, he does lift. There you go. 3 racks production going. He's going to mine through the minerals here and just start pushing forward. The drones did delay this a little bit, though, and I think that's a big part of what Rogue was hoping to do. It's just delay, even if it's a few seconds. The racks are a little bit late. Everybody has to kind of focus on that micro for a little bit. Rogue maybe can get some more lings out, just buy a little more time for creep to spread. But we've got bunkers going down, so Rogue pulling everything out to try to stop this immediately. All the drones coming out with these first few lings, but the lings are going to go down immediately. Great targeting from Dream, and now it's just the drones. A couple of lings, though, do stay back to try to stop these bunkers, but one bunker is guaranteed to get up here. It is done. And now 4 Marines in a bunker. Can Rogue hold on here? I don't know if he can break this. He's going to focus down the SCVs, but he's lost too many drones. And Dream, I think Dream's about to take game 1. Okay, Rogue hasn't given up yet, but he's got 12 drones, and only 5 of them are mining. The other 7 are out here on the map. They can't come back because they'll die to this bunker. And the Spine Crawler is going to start working on the bunker, and I don't think there's an SCV anymore. Marines are trying to catch the drones out here. The bunker will fall. Okay, and the base stays alive. It's got 600 hit points, so it's not very close to dead. But this is a 3 racks, and I don't know if Rogue... Okay, he did finally scout that top side racks. But now the drones are trapped, and he's going to just tap out. It looked like Rogue might have had a chance, but he needed those drones back to mining. With all of those just wandering the map aimlessly, it wasn't really much hope for him to hold on to the follow-up Marine push. And Dream takes game 1. Oh, the scouted proxy racks. I love the 3rd racks up on the high ground. It's just that little bit of like, if you don't know this is here, you might undercommit to this. And I think he did. I think Rogue would have played a little differently if he had known that was 3 racks. I think that's... I think that's part of the reason that he tapped. Obviously losing the drones, but losing the drones and knowing that your opponent was about to have a bunch of Marines. That confirmation, okay, it is 3 racks. There is a reason that that didn't work as well as I expected it to. But a great start to the series for our Terran player, who is spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Blackburn as we get into map 2. For Good Game Gaming, it is Dream. And his opponent in the lower left-hand corner for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Rogue. It would genuinely be a shock to me if Rogue didn't make it through in the upper bracket here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be very surprised if he doesn't make it through in the upper bracket. But it would be sick for Dream. I can't believe he's just going for another Proxy Rax. Guys, can we get that tweet, that copy pasta? The win rate of 2 racks or 3 racks in tournaments has got to be insane. Look at it. Rogue's going to scout this one immediately. All right, this is a much earlier scout. It's going to be a lot harder for Dream to secure the racks this time. But with this third SCV already here, he should be able to get it done. And, I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. More drones coming down. Oh, he can hit that SCV. Okay, he can't hit it anymore. Dream trying his best to keep that SCV in the back corner. It will finally finish that racks. This one will finish this one. So we will have 2 racks finished, but of course they are delayed a bit again. And obviously with the scout, this is going to be much less strong here for Dream. But Dream's still going to have Marines coming out. I don't think this is going to work too well, though. I feel like Dream needs to get a follow-up going. And because it's only a 2 racks, he absolutely can macro out of this. That was the entirety of 2018 for Maru. Oh, the full bunker wall, though. The full bunker wall. Rogue comes down with the drones, but what are these drones going to do, man? They can't surround this. It's a full bunker wall. He's going to go? Is he going to go? I mean, he's got to go now. Those 2 bunkers are about to finish. Those bunkers are done. Those are done. They're guaranteed done. 100%. They're both done. And I think this one finishes now, too. Oh, my God. Dream pops right through one of the bunkers. And Rogue taps out. Oh, no, dude. He scouted it. He was... Oh, Rogue. Oh, the win rate, bro. Dream. Dream. Dream goes up a cool 2-0 right now. A cool 2-0. I can't believe that worked. I don't know if Rogue, like, I don't know, man. He clearly wasn't expecting the full wall of bunkers. I think he was planning on doing the drone pull with the Lings again, but didn't realize that you could full wall that with 3 bunkers. And once it happened, he was a little bit like, damn, what am I going to do now? Like, he didn't have a roach warren going down. He didn't have gas. He didn't have his spine crawler building. It was only a 2 racks, too. I know Rogue can hold that. All right. Well, let's get into game number 3. It's his last chance to get through in the upper bracket. He will fall to the lower bracket if he loses one of the next 3 games. It is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Rogue. Dream. And on the other side of the map for Good Game Gaming, sending 2 SCVs out on the map, it is Dream. What a god. I love it. Dream's over here like, I was watching some Maru VODs from 2018, and all he did was proxy, and it worked really great. Rogue is again going to scout this immediately. This time with the Overlord and not with a drone out on the map. Is he going to send a drone? Is he going to do it? Honestly, I think part of the reason it's been a little tougher for Rogue is that he's sent out those drones, right? It just means he has less mining, and he hasn't stopped like anything from happening. Now, this is another 3 racks, which Rogue is going to scout all 3 of them. So that's a bit unfortunate for Dream, getting that scouted. I do like that it was a little bit away. Again, trying to make it look like, oh, it's just 2 racks. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But, did you see that? The one SCV was stuck back here. So he took this SCV off of building, put this one on, and now it finishes on the outside. Doesn't have to lift again. That was That's some fancy micro. He's going to put down a bunker. There's already a spine crawler on the way. Ling speed. Okay, Rogue is handling this one a little bit differently so far. I say confidently, as it's not different really at all. But he's got a follow-up plan with that early Ling speed. This base is much later. He's going to force a cancel on the first bunker. Finally, Dream doesn't get a bunker up. And I don't think he will be able to get a bunker up. We'll see the drones and Lings running by, pushing the Marines back. It's only a couple Marines right now. A third one joins up, but that's a full surround. Ooh, can he get it? Can he get it? I think he got maybe one Marine there. 2 Marines, okay. But the Lings that were left at home cancel that bunker. The spine crawler comes down from the high ground, and with that spine crawler, yeah, that bunker is not going to happen. He could try to build a bunker back here, but Ling speed's almost done. Rogue has a secret, and that secret is that these Lings and the Lings that are continuing to come out are about to be very, very good. And Dream needs to be very concerned about that. Now, he does have a wall back at home. Not quite done yet, but Speedling or not, they won't be able to break through the supply depots. But he should be able to catch Marines out on the map. All these Marines out here, Ling speed is done. He's got the spine crawler back at home, so he's not too concerned about the Marines hitting. And oh no, the door was down. The door was open. And now we've got SCVs fighting Speedlings, and they'll do okay. But 5 SCVs go down. Definitely worth it for Rogue to get that early speed out. He's got his base up. He's just making Lings. Oh no. Oh, Dream's pulling all the boys. Rogue calling it. Calling the bluff here. This is still a little bit scary. Dream needs to bunch his forces up right now. Oh my god. He's going to get quite a few Marines caught over here. Oh, the SCVs aren't scouted though. Rogue's going to counterattack. He doesn't realize that the SCVs are here. But he's got stuff back at home, and if he brings his Lings back, I think Rogue is okay. I think he's all right. I don't think there's enough here for Dream. I think we're going to a game 4. Thank God. GG. Turns out the win rate is not 100%. So far in this series, it's just 66%. Damn. All right. All right. It ain't over yet. Game number 4. Let's go. All right. No discussion before we get into the game this time. They're just right into it. Are we going to have a Proxy Rex? Could we potentially be looking at a game that lasts longer than about 3 or 4 minutes? I don't know. Only one way to find out. And that is to get into game number 4. We're going to 2,000 atmospheres. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner. It is our red Zerg for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Rogue. And his opponent in the lower left for Good Game Gaming. Dream. Finally not sending SCVs out on the map. Oh my god, I didn't know he knew how to do it. Dream, playing a macro game. I thought we were going to have a quick 3-0. I was worried. We were going to have a quick 3-0. I think Rogue went just for the hard counter against the Proxy Rex. Again, this game, he's going to take the gas and pool before putting the hatchery down. He is concerned that Dream is just going to Proxy Rex him again. And that's a valid concern. It's not happening, but it is a valid concern.
Oh man, Chickenman. Wow.
Tip Top Lop gifting yet another sub to the community. This one going to Smarf, who has just the best looking and I'm sure best tasting food of the entire community. So thank you so much, Tip Top Lop. Smarf, welcome back to the Cockflock, my friend. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm glad to see no proxy. I hope we get ourselves a nice macro game here because that's what I want to see. That being said, that's going to be tough for Dream. Rogue is looking like one of, if not the strongest ZVT player in the world right now. I mean, you know, he's got his competition. Obviously, Cyril, pretty damn good at the video game. Dark, pretty damn good at the video game, but I feel like Rogue might be above him right now. I don't know. He's a very strong player. He is going to have that quick link speed again. It's not really going to be that impactful this game. Might be able to catch the Reaper with it. And actually, we don't have a reactor going down. It's going to be a while before Dream gets any Hellions out. This CC should finish, I think, before the Lings get there. It's called the Proxy 2 or 3 racks because it wins 2 out of 3 times. Genius. Now, of course, Dream is still very good. I don't want to say there's no chance Dream can beat Rogue in a macro game. He absolutely can. There's a lot of like times in the game where Dream is going to be very strong and Rogue probably going to be favored over him, but not incredibly so. Rogue's very good at this game, but Dream can definitely have some strong pushes going. Oh, we do have the Link sneaking in here. They grab a Marine. That's about it. Can they get the Reaper? No, they're running away. Dream going for a quick third base. So yeah, we got ourselves a nice solid macro game here. We'll see what Rogue decides to go for. If he wants to go for Link Bane, if he wants to try to get into Roachers. Now that we have our cheeses out of the way and we're into the real deal here. We get to see how Rogue's feeling against Dream's Terran play. He did get to scout the third CC coming up in the main as well. So Rogue knows he doesn't have too much to worry about in the next minute or two here. But after that, he is going to have to worry about a battlecruiser. And it's kind of funny. I feel like I've seen BCs start to come back into play a little bit. I don't really like how close to the edge this starport is. I kind of wish it was down here where it'd be a lot harder to scout. There's a Marine. Well, you know what? He's making the Viking. So I guess there's that. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I saw a battlecruiser game just the other day, and actually it went quite well. I feel like it was pretty solid. I imagine this is going to combo into Bio. I don't think Dream's going to play mech. Oh, he starts up fake stim. I love it. Cancel, lift. Boom. There it is. Battlecruiser on the way. The question is, will that fool Rogue? Will this fool Rogue? That's an early stim. There's only one Rax. He knows there's only one Rax. It's an early stim. Usually you wouldn't see stim right now. Ooh, Hellions pop in, grab a drone. The Viking also, I'm not going to lie, super sus. Big sus energy. But it was suspicious back in the day when battlecruisers were like every single TVZ. These days, I don't know if you're going to be thinking about it quite as much. And yeah, there's no spore crawlers coming up. As I say that, he drops one in the natural. Evo chamber is coming down. Lair is almost done. We'll see if he puts down a Spire. He is going to have a few spore crawlers, which are certainly going to be helpful. He's got a good amount of queens out. Yeah, 8 queens. Should be pretty solid on the defense here. But I think the battlecruiser should be able to get maybe 8 to 10 drone kills. Yeah, Rogue going to pull away immediately. He's going to move the spore crawler. He's actually got 3 queens already on this. So that's a really good start. The fact that those queens were already in the main, very, very helpful here to Rogue. The Hellions come in at the same time. This is a lot of Hellions. I talked about Bio earlier. Dream might be going into mech. Something tells me, guys, he might be going into mech. But the Hellions are out of position for the Ling run by. Oh my god. But that means the Lings aren't here. So Dream's like, sure, kill all my SCVs at the third. That's fine. I'll just run them away. Look, he runs them away. Close the door. Dream the door. All right, fine. He's holding with the Hellions. Some more Lings come out for Rogue. 6 more drones go down. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I think that was on top of the 6 from earlier. The Hellions will all get taken out here, though. That is a big problem for Dream. He doesn't really have too many units out right now. But he's making 4 Hellions at a time, so he should be able to get back into this pretty quickly. I'd love to see Blue Flame started up, but I don't think he has... You don't need an armory for that, actually. So, yeah, I'd love to see Blue Flame started up. And he's going into Battle Mech. Double Armory on the way, Engineering Bay. He's got a second... Is that a second BC that popped out? Yep, and I believe Yamato is done as well. So he should be able to take down a Queen here and teleport away. I think would be definitely the play. But he's not even going to teleport. He's just going to walk away. But it is dangerous. Remember earlier when I mentioned a Spire? Rogue did, in fact, throw down a Spire. I wanted to see if that was spotted. It was not spotted. So Dream is going to get caught off guard by this a little bit. He's going to Yamato down one more Queen. I think he might have just seen Mutas come out. I'm not 100% sure, but he might have just seen Mutas come out. He doesn't have any turrets on the way. Oh, wait, hold on. I lied. He's got 3 turrets on the way. Maybe he knows there's Mutas. Maybe. I'm not super confident that he does, though. 9 Mutas. With the repair, the turret should be fine. But they're just gonna move right by the turret. They're like, I don't actually care about the turret. What if I just avoid the turret? Ooh, Widowmine's gonna go down. He gets one of them and he dodges the shot from the other one. He's just gonna try to run away here. Gets 8 SCVs already. The Mutas have done a good job. Most of them will leave and they'll come back another day. Oh my god, and then the Banes come in and get 11 more kills. This is very nice for Rogue. Keeping the pressure onto Dream's side of the map, keeping his worker count down so he can't build as many units as quickly, and he doesn't want to spend time building more turrets and things like that. Mutas are going to run right over this Widowmine, which is a bit of a problem. But it's just a handful of Mutas. These Mutas have already done their job. 28 SCV kills. Most of them from the Mutas, but some from the Banes as well. Looks like a couple more Banes are going to try to come in, but tanks will say no to that. The Mutas, they're pretty much dead. I think Rogue has probably forgotten about them at this point, but again, they did plenty of damage to make it worth it. Dream down to 50 workers. His 4th CC is on the way, but it's going to be a while before he gets up to a good worker count. And Rogue, in the meantime, is on 83 drones. He's got Roach Corruptor, which is just such a, I don't know, a headbutt composition. I don't want to say there's no finesse to this composition, because there absolutely is, but it feels like sometimes Zerg players play this composition without that finesse. They're just like, I'm going to make more units than you can handle and kill you. I don't think that's what Rogue is going to be able to do here. We do have siege tanks up for Dream. He's actually got 4 battle cruisers, which means 9 corruptors. Does not win that fight. I'm pretty sure if you Yamato 4 of these corruptors, the other 5 will not win the fight against the BCs, especially if there's any amount of Cyclones or Widowmines. Like, Rogue needs to recognize that this is not a 2 battle cruiser situation. This is 4 BCs with potential to make more, honestly. Like, Dream could go into more BCs. I have not seen a battle mech battlecruiser game in... It's honestly been probably over a year, which is kind of crazy. This used to be the style, the go-to. We've got Roaches hitting here, some Ravagers as well that can bile down the tanks, but we've got tanks on the high ground that are going to be able to get some pot shots off on the retreat. Some SCVs do go down, but it looks like only a couple for now. And at the same time, Dream kills this one. That was not a cancel. That's a straight-up kill. Battlecruisers on this side. He's going to teleport one away, and he goes for the Yamato teleport on the other. Where's the teleport? No! I think he thought he teleported both, but only one ended up getting out of there. So loses a battlecruiser. That's a bit unfortunate. A couple Queens going to go down. These VCs should be able to just sneak on out of here now. Ooh, Dream playing with fire a little bit, but he gets them home. The Roaches and Ravagers don't really want to stick around once the battlecruisers are here. 3 battlecruisers is a lot of DPS on this Roach Ravager. And sure, he kills a few more SCVs. He forces this base to lift for a little bit. But I actually think Dream's doing a very good job in this game. Rogue's going to keep the pressure on, though. He does not want to give Dream time to get more units out. There's not a lot of anti-air here to help these BCs against the Corruptors. Rogue did make quite a few more Corruptors. He's only got 8 left, but he killed another BC. Dream with the repair, though, keeps 2 of the battlecruisers alive. The Widow Mines can really, really help as well. And there were a couple turrets, a couple Cyclones maybe underneath. So Rogue doesn't get the kill, but I still think he traded well enough. Sure, he lost this space, but he's able to get a 5th up on the top side. He's on 88 drones. He's now securing a 6th and a 7th. He's going to start respreading creep. He's lost a lot of queens this game. And sometimes you see Zerg players not remake queens. So yeah, he's lost 6. At one point I saw he had 8, and now he only has 3. I feel like remaking queens is one of those things that in this matchup we don't see a lot, but would be maybe really good for Rogue right now. I'm really excited that Dream's going for a battle mech style, man. We just never see that. You really just never see that. He's got 4 solid bases, which is going to be tough for Rogue to crack. But Rogue's not focused on cracking it right now. Yeah, look, he's just spreading creep. He's taking bases. He wants to take the entire rest of the map and make it hard for Dream to take a 5th, to take a 6th. Because if he can just keep doing that and suck up a ton of money, he'll be able to throw units at Dream and take inefficient trades. It doesn't matter. Sure, Dream's army is going to be more efficient. That's just 100% true. But there will come a point where Rogue's economy is such that it doesn't necessarily matter if he's inefficient. And in that case, the only danger would be Dream pushing across during a resupply. But mech is so slow, you don't even really have to worry about it. It's one of the hard things to deal with when you're playing a mech style. Now, what I would love to see Dream get into is actually ghosts. Ghost mech is a very difficult thing to play against. Here we go. Rogue gonna start those inefficient trades. This one being very inefficient. Yep, extremely inefficient. The battlecruiser's even gonna punish some of these Roaches and Ravagers on the retreat. So good hold from Dream, but he still doesn't have a 5th. So that's when things, like that's the problem here. Dream needs a new base. He is going to need a new base. He's running out of mining in the main. His natural, I mean, he's already started losing mineral patches at his 3rd, and his 4th is probably not going to be too much longer. He needs more mining. He absolutely, without a doubt, needs more mining. Oh my god, this Widow Mine. Rogue realizes that it didn't die. That's too funny. Hellions trying to hit this base up here, but 3 spine crawlers. I mean, yeah, I love this defense from Rogue. He's like, sure, come in with the Hellions. You can kill a few drones, but you're going to trade poorly. You're not just going to kill everything for free. You're not going to take a great trade. And every time those Hellions kill a few drones, Rogue's just going to remake them. He can do that. He's got the larva for it. Even though, again, he's kind of low on queens. Looks like he made a couple new queens. So he can at least get some injects going on some of these bases. But he's just going to keep going in with the inefficient trades, filing down his own roaches, because that is the kind of flex move that Rogue's going to go for. He kills another BC. And honestly, in the near future, we might just see Brood Lords out of these Corruptors. Oh my god, there's no anti-air. There's no anti-air. Where's the Thor? The Widow Mines come over here. Dream stops repairing. He's like, actually, I don't care about that base. I think if he kept repairing there, he actually holds it, because the Thor was about to kill a couple of these Corruptors. But as it is, great trade for Rogue. Kills a base. The Planetary, which makes it a little bit harder for Dream to defend in the future against things like run-bys, maybe. Even if Dream is able to extend this game and take a 5th and 6th base, that not being a Planetary can definitely come into play. Dream's going to dive in, or Rogue's going to dive in again, excuse me. This battlecruiser will die. That means all 4 are now dead. I think they traded fine, but Dream, he needs more than trading fine. He needs fantastic trades, and he's getting good ones, but they are not fantastic. He has not been mining enough to take just good trades. He needs to take the best, most efficient trades in the world, and I just don't think he can do it with this current army. Rogue is just going to dive forward. I mean, I'll tell you, these Corruptors are doing basically nothing, but the Ravagers are doing everything they need to do, so GG. Taking down all the siege tanks. They just keep on pushing forward, and I really like that Rogue was just nonstop with the aggression. He wasn't giving Dream time to get to like a maxed out mech army, which is where it gets really scary because then it gets really hard to bust in and take even mediocre trades. You end up every time you go in taking bad trades, but when the tank count is low, when it's just units kind of funneling out, you can take those good trades, or again, reasonable enough trades where when you're up 15 workers for 10 minutes, it's good enough. And that's exactly what Rogue did. And he's able to tie up the series. Dream took a fast 2-0 with the proxy racks, but Rogue's starting to pull it back, and the upset that we were all maybe a little concerned about seeing once we got into game 3 is feeling a little bit further away now as we head towards our 5th and final map of this qualifying match, Pride of Alteris. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, it is our red Zerg player for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Rogue. And it doesn't look like he's sending any SCVs out on the map, so another macro game here from our Terran. For Good Game Gaming, it's Dream. The barracks back at home. Tisk. Maru, 2018 Maru would have proxied that racks. He would have proxied 4 racks. He would have done the ultimate strat, which is where you proxy 2 racks, and then that's scouted, and you proxy another 2 racks. And one of them scouted, and then Rogue thinks it's a 2 racks, and then all of a sudden, like, 4 more Marines show up from the other 2 racks. And Rogue just dies. No, but Rogue went for the early gas, early pull once again. So he is playing this very safe against the proxy racks. He's trying to get an auto win just in case Dream does proxy racks because he feels comfortable, as he should, I would say. Rogue feels more comfortable in a long game. I think Dream had some good moves in that game, but there wasn't a time where I was concerned for Rogue. There wasn't a time when I was worried that Rogue was going to take big damage, or, I was concerned he was going to lose. There was never that time. It was, at best, it felt like an even game. But most of that game just felt like Rogue was in a pretty comfortable position. And that's not where you want Rogue to be if you're Dream. You don't want Rogue to feel comfortable. But game 5, something different, hopefully. As much as it was fun to see Battle Mech again, and to see Dream going for 4 BCs, I really don't feel like that's the way you're going to fight against Rogue. I think a lot of Zerg players, you could fight pretty well against them with that. I think Battle Mech is definitely strong. It's got its strengths. It's a really fun style to see and to play. But there's a reason we just don't really see it too much these days. And it's because it's not that good. We do have double Hellions this time for Dream, so as these Lings come in with speed, the Hellions will push them away and actually kill all of them. Oh, look at that. Good catch for Dream. Going for the Hellions, working out. And that's a real stim. And I am happy to see that Dream is going for stim. I'm excited to see how he does with Bio up against Rogue. Obviously, that's going to be difficult as well. But maybe a slightly higher chance. I think there's definitely like something to be said for mid-game pressure with Marines and Mines that can be extremely strong. And this actually might be some sort of Hellbat push. We got Stim coming out. We've got, well, the Viking makes me think maybe not, but we could see like Hellbats and Stim Marines trying to dive in. Ooh, the Hellions. The Hellions go in and try to sack themselves for some drones, but they're just going to trade with some Lings instead. 1 Hellion and 1 Reaper falls. All right. Probably not Hellbats. Just a thought. It was just a thought. Sometimes you see that early stim, you get a few stim marines, a medevac or two, and some Hellbats, and it can be a really nasty push to deal with somebody who opens just Queen Ling, which is exactly what Rogue is doing here. I think it could be a very strong build, honestly. I got worried for a second. I thought this was an armory. Like, right after I say it's not going to be that, Dream's like, actually, good idea. Let me put that down. Pop goes the Overlord. I do like the Viking opening here because he just went Vikings into BCs, which the Viking first into Battlecruiser was back when Battlecruisers were the standard. That was how you opened. That's how you opened the game. You got the Viking out, you killed the Overlord, you went hunting on the map, the Pult Viking, as we called it back in the day. And then you got the BC out. So Rogue might be thinking Battlecruisers right now. He really might be. He's got another Sport Crawler going down in the main base here. He's not overcommitting to a Battlecruiser defense or anything like that, but he might be thinking that direction. Dream going a very different direction. To Marines and tanks. A lot of barracks, actually. This is 5 racks on 2 CCs. With tanks coming out? Okay, yeah, Dream's going to go for a big push. He's got a big push plan, and I think he's counting on Rogue not going for really any other tech. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. 2 Sport Crawlers in the main. Rogue 100% thinks that this is Battlecruisers. Dream. Oh my god, he's been playing the long con. He's playing the long con. Rogue he desperately needs to scout this. He desperately needs to scout this with this Ling. This Ling is so important, and it's not seeing it. It's not seeing it. He's not moving it. He still has 12 Lings on the way out. He's got a Baneling Nest coming up. So despite the fact that he hasn't quite seen what he's up against, he is getting some proper defenses up. I think he's really concerned, though. I don't know if he saw Marines there or tanks, but we've got a tank in a cheeky position, a couple of tanks now. Our Tosalop is watching this. He's getting very excited. Rogue's got a ton of Queens. He's got quite a few Lings, but 1-1 is not done yet. Ooh, Marine's in kind of an awkward position. He's going to have to lift up and get out of there, but the medevacs take a lot of damage in doing so. This tank is actually in range of the Queens from the high ground. And there might just be too many Lings here. Oh, the Hellions helping out still. The Sport Crawler is stopping the medevacs from coming too close. Those Sport Crawlers are actually really important. Another tank shows up. It sieges up. It's going to die pretty much immediately. But now we have a Liberator. Again, the Queen count, super high. Still transfuse energy available here. Rogue is doing a great job holding on. This is a terrifying push, but there's no third command center behind this, so this is very committed for Dream. He needs to do a lot of damage here, and I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Rogue is holding on right now. Don't get me wrong, this is still scary for Rogue. There's still a tank and a Liberator and a lot of Stim Marines here. But the longevity of this for Dream just isn't really there. All right, Rogue's going to come back in. The rest of the Marines stim to try to help fight this. The Liberator goes down. Against this many Queens, like, feels like tanks just aren't that great here. He needs to target fire those Banelings down. He does get the Banelings. Another tank shows up. Dream continuing to parade push across the map. He needs to keep the pressure on because he has to get damage done with this. He's down 20 plus workers. He doesn't have a third base. If he gives Rogue a second of breathing room, he will be way too far behind. He needs to kill a bunch of stuff right now. He's taken good trades against the Lings so far, but he needs a little bit more than that. He needs to start killing some of these Queens. I love the Overseer dropping a Changeling to try to force some friendly fire, but the medevacs are still alive. They're still doing some healing. More and more units coming across the map. Another medevac comes to join, and there's 3 siege tanks here now. Rogue gonna tap out. Dream with the parade push across the map and the bamboozle, making him think it's battle cruisers again. Takes game 5, and Dream is going to qualify over Rogue. Damn, that is so sick. Hell yeah, Dream. Hell yeah, that is awesome. Wow. Rogue falls to the lower bracket. Not words I expected to say today. Not words I really expect to say ever. That is kind of crazy. I don't know where he falls in the lower bracket. I'm guessing near the Percival Beyond Sound section, but we shall see. Wow. That's so exciting. I'm so stoked for Dream.